Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I have another pregnancy vlog for you today. So for those of you who haven't seen my first trimester pregnancy vlog, I will put it up here. But this is footage from when I was pregnant with Evie in 2022. So this is my second trimester. It's got all things symptoms, bump updates, everything that was going through my mind. Obviously at quite a kind of exciting and crucial time in our lives. I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, please like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's go back in time. Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I am finally starting my second trimester vlog. I am now 18 weeks and 3 days, which is absolutely crazy. It feels like the last few weeks have absolutely flown by. So I feel like I'm a bit late starting this second trimester vlog, but it's, to be honest, there's not really been anything to report other than we went to the baby show, which was really lovely. We actually found it really useful. When we were engaged and planning the wedding, we went to the wedding show and we didn't find that very useful. We found it, we went home with a lot of flyers and actually not a lot of anything else. Whereas the baby show, we arrived not really knowing what we were going to get out of it. We left having fallen in love with a specific pram and a car seat, and we really went in there not knowing anything about prams or car seats or what we needed or what we wanted. And obviously we know our lives and what we need to fit in with our lives, but we didn't know anything about prams and car seats and things before we went there, and there were just so many helpful people there, so we found it really useful. In fact, we're going to go back when it comes to Birmingham in a couple of months' time. So yeah, went to the baby show. We also saw a really beautiful range of nursery furniture by Snuz that I will link in the description box below. Absolutely love that. It was really productive. Other than that, I've been feeling a lot better. I've had a bit of an increase in kind of refluxy symptoms, but my sickness has pretty much gone, fingers crossed. I haven't been sick for about a week, which is just amazing. I'm so pleased with that. Even though it's only been a week, it's just, you know, my general existence is much more enjoyable. I am also properly back at work now, which is great. I was back at work by about 12-13 weeks when I went properly back to work, just because up until that point the sickness had been so debilitating that there was no way I could even get off the sofa, let alone go to work. But now I'm back at work, which I'm finding really lovely. It's been really nice to see my colleagues again, and obviously seeing your colleagues and talking about the pregnancy and things like that, that's really exciting and makes it all feel quite real. So so that's been really lovely. So yeah, 18 weeks. We have a scan later today and we're hoping to find out the gender. Not that we care at all, as long as this baby is healthy. We really don't have a preference, but we're just excited to be able to find out. So we're gonna head up and do that scan this afternoon. I'm not sure there's much else been going on really. I feel, symptoms wise, I feel all right. I'm a little bit, as I said, I'm a little bit refluxy, and I'm still quite tired. I find that I get tired more easily and I fall asleep much more easily, not necessarily at night, just like sitting in front of the telly, I will fall asleep. I was always a very good sleeper at night, but now I can nap like I am champion at napping. I have a little bump now. I don't know how to do a bump up to, hang on, let me see if I can prop my camera somewhere. It's too high, here we go, I'll kneel down. So I have a little bit of a bump, which actually looks massive on that camera. So there's definitely a bump there now. Oh, lower back pain's the other thing that I've been feeling actually when I'm at work. So I'll do like maybe 12-13 hours at work, and I get to the end of my shift and my lower back is in bits. I'm actually really enjoying it now. Anxiety definitely, but much better than in the first trimester. And yes, I've got this little bump and it does feel a bit more real now. I think The next little target for us is obviously the scan today, and then we've got the 20-week scan in about 2 weeks' time, which will be really good. And then, oh, we've booked a baby moon as well. We talked about it a while back, about booking a holiday before the baby comes, and started looking, and Matt found somewhere amazing. So we have booked a baby moon for when I am 27 weeks. So I will share all of that with you. And yeah, so we're just kind of going through the diary and sorting things out in the run up to this baby making an arrival. Obviously we've got a good few months left yet. We're starting to prep the outdoor office. I have a whole series filmed on our garden office that we've built ourselves, that I will share at some point, because I'm sure that it will be something that's of interest. But yeah, so we've been kind of putting the finishing touches on that. It needed a lick of paint on the inside, and we've just got a couple more like trimmings and things to nail into the outside, and then it just needs flooring, and then we can move Matt out of his office in the house and into his garden office, so that we can turn his office into a nursery. So I will be sharing all of that as and when. It's really, really exciting to be kind of a bit further along. It feels a bit more real, and yeah, hopefully if baby cooperates and we can see all the relevant parts, then we will know what we're having at the end of the day.
Hello you guys, I'm now 19 weeks and 2 days. I've had a run of shifts in the last 4 or 5 days. I had 2 12-hour day shifts, and then directly after that 2 12-hour night shifts. So I did the Saturday day, Sunday day, Monday night, Tuesday night. It's now Thursday. So yesterday I came off shift in the morning. I finished my shift in the morning, and I'm just still so tired. I slept yesterday. Normally if I'm coming off nights, I will try and sleep until about lunchtime. But I slept until about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And then still slept absolutely fine last night and lay in this morning. So clearly this baby's making my body quite tired. Still not getting movements exactly as of yet, but then this is my first baby, so that can be quite normal. I'm kind of getting, I don't know if they're movements or not, kind of little, like my heart's beating in my stomach, but it's just the 1 or 2, it doesn't kind of go with the pulse, so I don't know if that's movements, but hopefully we will feel a bit more over the next few weeks. Ooh. What else? We did find out the gender on scan the other day. We are, drumroll please, we are having a baby girl. I'm so shocked. I mean, I know it was going to be one or the other, and we didn't care either way. We are so excited. I can't believe, like, it makes it feel a bit more real knowing that, you know, something a bit more about this baby. So yeah, she's a baby girl. Oh yeah, we've got our official 20-week scan next week. It's a week yesterday, I think, which is exciting. So the gender scan that we had wasn't an official scan. So yeah, the official NHS 20-week scan. I'm looking forward to them seeing the measurements, because I think as a midwife, I look at my little bump and feel my bump, and I feel like it's quite a good size for 19 weeks. So I'll be intrigued to see what they measure her as and where she sits on the kind of spectrum of sizes of baby at that gestation. Because she feels a good size. I don't think she feels ginormous, but I think she feels like she's a good size, which is nice. Yeah, having a really lazy start today. I've been down, got a cup of tea, come back up and just been chilling for a bit. So I'm kind of, particularly because I've been on nights and kind of long runs of shifts, I'm trying to listen to my body, because obviously my body feels very different now than it would if I wasn't pregnant, having done that run of shifts. And so I'm trying to kind of follow what my body's saying. If my body feels like it needs to rest, I'm trying to just rest. My lower back's been quite uncomfortable, but I think that's only understandable given the hours that I was working and stuff. I'm gonna I'm going to get up and take the dog and get on with the day. I need to eat something as well. Also, little bump update for you. So, baby, it's top of my uterus is about there. And so this is quite a good sized bump. You can really see like the outline of my uterus. And it literally stops about here. So that's baby girl. Hello. So it has been another couple of weeks. It seems to be flying by at the moment, actually. The first trimester went really, really slow, and the second trimester seems to be going by so fast. You'll have to forgive the no makeup face. Not that there's much makeup face going on at all in this pregnancy. But I'm finding that work is really taking it out of me now. I think pregnancy and 12.5-hour shifts are probably not meant to go together. So when I have days off, I find that I'm totally shattered and I just have to sit on the sofa and do not a lot. So yeah, I am now 22 weeks, which is crazy. We are past the halfway point. And yeah, I'm just trying to think of what there is to update you on. We had our 20-week scan, and everything looks great. Baby looks healthy. And yeah, it's all kind of ticking along quite nicely. I'm finding my back is starting to hurt me a lot more when I spend a lot of time on my feet. The last few days I've started getting more sciatic pain, which I haven't really had much of up until this point, but the last few days I had a few shifts in a row and it seems to be a bit more uncomfortable. Baby is moving a lot. There seems to be quite a lot of, not so much of a pattern as much as there's certain things that I do that I know will then result in movement. So that is really reassuring for me. I find that my anxiety has decreased quite a lot since I've started feeling movements. But yeah, I'm just very tired. Work-wise, I'm still on my feet doing hands-on shifts in the hospital. Because of COVID, I'm actually going to be working from home from the start of the third trimester. Even though COVID obviously isn't having as much of an impact on our lives and isn't quite as scary as it was a couple of years ago, third trimester is still quite high risk for contracting COVID. I have had 3 vaccines, but my hospital will still have healthcare workers working from home from 28 weeks. So I actually don't have that long left. I've got about 5-6 weeks left working in the hospital. We've started buying some things for this little one. And the big thing, of course, is that since we moved into this house, Matt has been using what will be the nursery as his office, and we've built a garden office, which has been a huge project. Has taken a lot of time and energy, but the carpet for that is going in this week, and then hopefully we should be able to move Matt out there at the weekend or beginning of next week, which then means we've got the nursery free to start planning our nursery, which is really exciting. I have got my eye on certain pieces of nursery furniture. I think I know what cot we want, what changing table we want. I think I know what nursing chair we want, but I need to find a store that actually has it so I can sit in it and go, yeah, that's actually really comfy, because it might just be one of those things that looks really nice online. Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas, but I need to measure it all up in the space. So it'll be quite nice once Matt's been able to move out there and get settled in the new office space, to be able to start thinking about setting up the nursery. What else? I've got a proper little bump now. I've got my pyjama bottoms on, so you're gonna have to forgive me for that, but let me see if I can. There's my bump. So yeah, I've got a proper bump now, which is really nice. I think the bigger the bump gets, the more pregnant I feel. I don't just feel like I have maybe eaten a little bit too much cake, which is really nice. And obviously the movements help with that as well. We start thinking about whether we want a baby shower. I think we probably are going to do a baby shower. And yeah, just started planning things like I've got a meeting this week to talk
about my maternity leave and when I kind of booked that in, and using annual leave that I've accrued before that. So that'll be interesting to see what the plan is regarding that. And then yeah, it's just a case of, we've got a few big purchases to make. We're going back to the baby show, and I think we're going to buy our pram, our car seat, and probably our cot and changing table at the baby show, because they've got show discounts on all of those things. So, or at least they did when we went to the London one, so I assume they do at the Birmingham one. Oh, my boobs are getting bigger again. So they seem to, like, first trimester they got bigger, and then they kind of stopped. And I think I mentioned that in my first trimester symptoms, where they were really sore and then they stopped being sore, and that made me quite anxious. Now they are definitely getting bigger again. I've started using a combination of stuff on my bump and my boobs to try and prevent stretch marks. So I'm using the Clarins Relax Oil, which my wonderful mother-in-law got me. I was given some bump butter, actually by a lady that I had cared for in labour, who had clocked that I was pregnant. So she gave it to me as a thank you present after I'd looked after her in labour. So I've got, that's a, is it My Little, it's the Rochelle Humes range, I can't remember what it's called, but I will link it in the description box below. And that all seems to be helping kind of keep everything quite moisturised. I haven't got any stretch marks yet, but it's still so early, but I can feel everything starting to stretch now. So I'm hoping that these will help. Good morning, you guys. Today is a really exciting day. We are going to the baby show. We are taking both grandmothers to be. Oh, she's just given me a great big kick. I'm now 26 weeks pregnant, approaching the end of my second trimester, which is really exciting and a little daunting, but mostly really, really exciting. I've got a proper bump now. Please forgive the mess that is our bedroom. We go on our baby moon tomorrow. This is the bump. Yeah, she's really growing now. Proper bump.